Except Buffet 2. This is your boy KB and welcome back to my YouTube channel Buffet 2. So as of today Buffet 2, I just want to share with you Buffet 2 my FOREX journey Buffet 2. I want to share with you my journey. Maybe you would relate if you are still a beginner into this FOREX thing. Maybe you would catch a thing or two here and there. Make sure you like, subscribe Buffet 2. Make sure you like, subscribe to my YouTube channel Buffet 2 and click that notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I upload Buffet 2. Without even wasting time, let's get straight into the video At that time, Buffet 2, it was difficult for me to learn this FOREX thing, Buffet. It was difficult for me. I remember before FOREX, I was into Betway, Buffet 2. I was doing Betway, so Betway was a little bit easier because the concepts, they are not difficult, and then you bet on what you understand. If a team loses, you lost your money. If a team wins, you have won at that particular time. It was not a difficult thing to learn or to do. So FOREX, it's vice versa. FOREX trading is vice versa, Buffet. So when I started Buffet, it was difficult for me to grasp those concepts. There were different types of concepts which I had to grasp. And it was difficult for me in order to grasp them. So it was very difficult. But luckily enough for me, I had a friend that knew about FOREX at that time. So it was easier for me to learn those concepts, even though they were difficult in order to grasp. So he would teach me all these types of concept and all those types of apps that you must use in order to trade. I would learn a lot. I can't lie, I learned a lot at that time. So he would teach me how to use a MetaTrader 4, how to use a MetaTrader 5, how to use TradingView, how to analyze the markets and all those things. But it was difficult for me. He showed me how to open a demo account, and at that time it was very difficult for me. It was very difficult. At some point I thought of quitting this FOREX thing. I thought of quitting because I felt so much pressure. There was so much pressure, a lot of concept left and right, and I tried YouTube, man. In YouTube there were a lot of strategies that were explained at that time. A lot of strategies left and right, how to master this, how to get a sniper entry, how to do what, how to trade what, how to there were a lot of things. But then I think that year, man, that month, December 2021 I think I learned a lot of things. And I was never that guy who would give up. At some point I didn't give up, even though I would feel discouraged at some days. Sometimes you wake up, you're like, this thing, man, it's just too much. Like I'm enough. Like, I'm stopping this FOREX thing. But then I would never give up. So I didn't give up, and I didn't give up. So December went by, came in 2022 March. I opened my first live account. I funded about 50 rand. I funded 50 rand. At that time, man, I had the feeling was different. When you're used to trading a demo, you know that this money, it will never ever be withdrawn. Like you're like, this is just demo. But then at the time when I funded my first 50 rand, the feeling was different. I funded my first 50 rand. I was using Vault Market at that time. I was using Vault Market. I funded my first 50 rand using Vault Market. I remember I took my first trade, which was USD JPY Buffet. USD JPY didn't play with me. I think I woke up around 3 a.m. Like I funded today. Then the next day, man, around 3 a.m. I woke up, took my first trade. I think it took about 40 to 50 minutes. My account was down, 0 0. Yo. But then um that day, man, I didn't had that thing of like, oh shit, I've lost. Like I was, in fact, I was the feeling was different, I was like, yo, man, I took my first trade. Like I was encouraged to fund more, like that feeling of saying, you know what, I was trading a live account, I was excited. I would say I was excited. I was a little bit excited about this forex thing at that time. I just blew my first 50 rand. And then I went back March, April. I think, then I went back, funded again a few months later. Like I was making around, maybe sometimes I would make 300 rand, sometimes 250, sometimes I would lose 150, sometimes I would lose 500, up until October. October, I decided to join a signal group. At that time, there were people that I knew, like they would provide signals, and then those signals were cheap. I would pay around 100 rand. So they were offering signals for 100 rand. I paid for those signals, and then during October, those signals went well. I won't lie. The signals were perfect. Like we would get around 3 to 5 signals a day. It was good at that time. I think I managed to make over $80. Because I was trading in dollars. My account was traded in dollars. I think I funded around 250 rand, which was converted to dollars, and then it was $11. So with that $11 alone, using those signals, I was able to make around $80. Unfortunately, I don't have that screenshot anymore. I wish I could have shown you the screenshot. I would have popped up the screenshot right there. Unfortunately, I lost that screenshot. Made around $80. The following month came in. The following month, I was introduced to fundamental trading. The following month of 2022, I was introduced, which was November. The following month, which was November, I was introduced to fundamental trading. That's when I knew about fundamentals. The signal providers, they provided us with few fundamentals, and then sometimes they would go well, sometimes they would not go well. I remember November that year, 2022, we had one of the best CPIs of it. We had one of the best CPIs. Let me tell you a funny story at that CPI time. That time, Buffetu, I remember before, I think CPI was, if not Tuesday, CPI was Tuesday. So Monday, around 9 p.m. Monday around 9 p.m. I did my first analysis. I think I analyzed GBP USD. I will just show you the screenshot somewhere there. You will see the screenshot. I analyzed GBP USD, I think around 9. Then I saw a buy, while I was busy analyzing, I saw a buy. I was like, hey, GBP USD, I see a buy in this pair, But man, you are still not perfect into this forex thing. You are still doubting yourself at that time. And then the next day, that setup was still at the bottom. It didn't move that much. So the setup was still like at the bottom. It didn't move that much. And then around 2 to 3, around 2 to 3, they provided us with the CPI signal. They told us to sell USDH, and then at that time I knew about correlation. I knew that if USDH sells, this means GBP USD must sell. And remember, I did my own analysis, which was a buy on GBP USD, and they told us to sell USDH at that time. So, man, these are signal providers. You have paid. You gotta listen to them. I went back to my live account. I clicked that sell, during CPI. My account was on 0 0. My account was on 0 0. That direction was not the direction. That direction was not directioning. We lost. I lost that account, man. I'm not saying that I blame the signal providers, ne? But knowing that I've analyzed GBPUSD and then I saw a buy, but then they told us to sell. Then like that, the mixture of not following your setup, came in and clicked. That's when I started to gain confidence into my setups. Because I would analyze here and there sometimes. When they used to provide us with signals, I would analyze here and there, try to see how did they got that signal, how did they got that sell, how did they got that buy, trying to learn. Yeah, that time, man, fundamentals, dealt with me. I was introduced to fundamental in November, and the very same November, fundamentals are dealing with me. I think I blew my account. My plan was to trade for the whole month, but then I decided to take a risk, risking my whole entire account into the CPI thing, because NFP, they provided us with an NFP signal which went well, and then I took the entire money, refunded into CPI. I was interested because I made around 500 rand into NFP before CPI. Then coming CPI, boom, I funded my entire account and I blew ish. I was in mixed emotion because I did my analysis. I didn't follow my analysis. Instead, I followed their analysis. But man, it's understandable, because when you paid for when you have paid for something, you gotta follow it, because those people you think they got experience, they got experience than you. But then months went by, man. At that time, man, I told myself, you know what, I'm done with these signals. I'm about to learn this thing alone. That's when I told myself, you know what, I need to learn this thing alone. In order to succeed into this thing, I need to grasp these concepts alone, and I need to do this alone. You know what, I need to do this alone. My friend was busy pushing also, he was also pushing here and there. We were more like partners, but then we were trading separate accounts, at that time. So every time when we analyze and do all those things, we analyze together. Even when I bought those signals, we agreed together. I should get this signal, and then he was not perfect, but he was better than me. Yeah. From there, man, I pushed on alone, I pushed on. 2023 came in. 2023 came in, man. 2023 was better for me. 2023 was better. At that time, 2023, I was in matric at the same time. I was in matric. It was tricky for me to balance school and forex. It was difficult to balance the two. But man, you can, if you don't find a way of balancing the two, man, what's the point of doing them both? So I was balancing them both. I would trade at the very same time. I would do what I would read my books. But I pushed on. In 2023, that's when I made my first 1K alone, without a signal provider, without anything. I will show you the screenshot right there. I made around 1.7, 1.8. I will show you the screenshot right there, because that screenshot I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. I will show you the screenshot there. I made my first 1.7, 1.8 alone. I was happy. I gained a lot of confidence. Now that time, people started to notice me. Hey, this is a forex trader. Hey man, are you trading? Hey, are you trading? Hey, don't faith. You are trading on faith. Those kind of vibe. Hey, you are trading on faith. Yeah. So I would explain a little bit about forex. Starting to explain a little bit about forex. At 2023, man, I think I was fully developed into this forex thing. The knowledge was, I was learning throughout the years, and that's when I felt I'm now confident to say I know this thing. 2023, made my first 1.8. From there, I kept on making money. I made 1.8, 1.7, stuff, 2.5. I even had my highest record, which was 2.5 at that time. Uh, man, like I was like, I was pushing, I was pushing. While I was pushing, man, there were a lot of ups and downs. 2023, while I was pushing, there were a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes you would lose your entire money, sometimes you would regain it back. But it was a good journey, man, for me. Like, learning was difficult, but 2023, was a year that I've enjoyed. Like, I remember that year, a lot of people came in, a lot of guys came in. Wow. They came in asking about Forex. Man, what do you do in Forex? How do you trade? How can I open my first live account? How can I do this? How can I do this? And I was able to answer those type of questions. And then at that time, man, they gave me an idea of opening a group whereby I would provide signals, whereby I would provide signals for people, for free, man. I would provide signal for free because they were asking me a lot of questions, which gave me an idea of opening my first signal group, which was successfully opened. I opened my first signal group, went well. I was sending every signal that I took. Like if this signal I'm not going to take it, I was not sending it. So it was just that thing of like, you know what, if I'm not taking the signal, I will never ever send it. And then came in 2020, came in 2024, man. Yeah, 2024, man. 2024, man, was a year of breakthrough. Even though, man, it is not that much money, but for me, it is something. Um, 2024 came in. I made around 3K. Yeah, I think I made around 3K, 3.9. So that 3.9 for me, my faith, it was special. I know to somebody else is just a little money, but for me, man, like throughout my journey, for me it was special. I'll show you the screenshot of that 3.9. So I made my first 3.9. I was like, like that's when the belief shift. Like I started to focus more into sports thing. I was done with matric. Remember, I did matric 2023. Then I was done with matric 2024, which is this current year. This is 2024, which is this current year. I took a gap year. Currently, I'm on gap year. So man, 2024 was a year for me, man. I made my first 3.9 too. But at that time, man, at that time, like 3.9 was something for me. What it was something. It was something. I kept on pushing. I kept on pushing, man. I kept on pushing. The belief was up until now, man. I kept on pushing up until now, man. There are still a lot of screenshots whereby I managed to make a lot, man. I managed to make $81, $90. I would provide you with a screenshot of those profits. I managed to make, like, now, man, I'm pushing alone, man. I'm pushing alone. So this journey buffet was not a simple journey for me, man. When I started this forex thing, it was not simple for me. I will show you the screenshot of those profit, man. So the whole of this journey, man, from 2021 up until now, it was not an easy journey for me. It was not an easy journey for me. Like, I started to see a bit of a light in 2023. I started to see a bit of a light in 2023. Then 2024, that's when now I'm a trader now. Because now I'm able to make around 4K, 5K. It's not something that I would say it's easy to do, but sometimes it's rewarding. I'll provide you with the screenshots. Amen. So this journey was not easy for me. What I've learned throughout the journey is, you have to be patient about this forex thing. In order to make it into this game, man, you gotta be patient. So right now I'm pushing alone. I don't get signals from anyone else. I don't get signals from anyone, including a huge profile trader. A huge profile trader. I don't get signal from anyone. And at that time, man, when I started, man, my favorite mentor, I won't say it was my mentor. It was just someone that would check on a daily basis. Yeah, I would say, someone that would check on a daily basis was Lisiba Mutupi. I would check him on a daily basis. And I would also check the FX codes, man. I would check the FX codes on a daily basis. That's when I was on a learning curve, I would check their videos, I would learn a lot from them, that's when I gained a lot of information from. Yeah, I gained a lot of information that I got was from those guys, including my friend. Yeah, so that's like those YouTube videos, my friend explaining this forex things, my friend explaining it for me. Those YouTube videos from receiver and the FS codes, they helped me a lot. They helped me a lot in order to grasp this information. Up until today, if I feel to. So currently, I'm not in a position whereby I would make around 20 block, 30 block. I'm still yet to reach that level, but I would say currently I'm satisfied with this level that I'm at, but I'm aiming to improve of it. I'm aiming to improve. So currently it's simple for me to fund maybe around $40, sometimes $30, $50. Then I would make around 60, 80. I would make around $80, 120 sometimes, but it's not an easy journey to reach where I am, Bafetu. It's not as easy as that, Bafetu, but I managed to overcome um, I managed to overcome all those things. Now I know, now I have my own strategy, which is a strategy that you can find in the internet. I've been trading for over 4 years, Bafetu. It was never a difficult journey, Bafetu. Like I'm still pushing it right now, Bafetu. So one thing that I've learned throughout my journey is you gotta be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Don't demotivate yourself. Like always stay motivated, be positive, talk positive thing about yourself, about your journey. You will eventually grasp those concepts, you will eventually understand your journey. Like currently, I would say I understand my journey now. But then back then, while I was in this journey, I didn't understand why am I experiencing this, why am I experiencing a loss. Like experiencing a loss taught me a lot of things. Like you get to realize that you are risking too much, you should risk less. You are risking a lot, you should risk less. You are over trading, you should stop trading each and every time. You are taking too many signals, you should stop taking too many trades. I learned a lot throughout my journey. I learned a lot about risk management. I learned a lot about fundamental trading, technical trading. I was introduced to many, many types of concept and all those things. My journey was not as soft as others would be. But luckily for me, I had a little bit of money to fund, even though it was not enough, but it was something like to start as a beginner. It was something. So I knew that even if I can take a loss today, I can go back and refund. It was easy for me. But I would fund around $20, $30, not more than that. $20, $30, $15. Like I would fund around those range. Up until today, Bafetu. I'm still pushing currently. Word of encouragement and word of advice is to Bafetu. Don't give up into this journey, Bafetu. You can make it the same way. You're like you can go through your journey, but throughout your journey there will be a lot of difficulties. You would face a lot of difficulties, Bafetu. You would face a lot of difficulties, and I'm not ashamed, man. I'll show you a screenshot. I think I took a loss. There's a loss that I took. That loss was like, I'll show you the screenshot of the loss. I'm not hiding everything. Like I'm just a trader. I'm trading for myself. I'm not into this thing of trying to get customers and all those things. I don't sell signals, I don't sell robots, I don't sell anything. I'm trading for myself. There's a loss that I took. I'll show you in the screenshot there. I'm not showing you profits only, but I do take some losses throughout the journey. I do take losses, and I learned a lot from those losses. There's a learning curve throughout those losses, and now I'm still pushing. Word of encouragement that came refer to as I end the video is don't give up on yourself. Even if you can get demotivated at some point, don't give up on yourself. Always push, push no matter what. And don't try to shortcut your journey, Don't try to shortcut your journey. You can try trading with robots, trading with all those things, robot trading, trying different types of signal providers, but let me tell you the secret of becoming the best. The secret of becoming the best is to learn Forex by yourself. Don't go around trying to shortcut your journey through robot trading, signals, and all those things. Just learn this thing by yourself. There are a lot of YouTube mentors that you could find, and there are a lot of like good mentors out there that you could find. Like I would recommend you to join the FX Goats. If you know them, you must just go to their previous videos where they would explain a lot about trading, fundamentals, trading, technicals, and how can you trade. You know, there are a lot of educational videos there through the FX Goat, and then you could go also to Lisiba Mutupi. If you know Lisiba Mutupi, you could just, if you are busy learning through the FS codes, you are in the right direction. Like that, those videos, they will help you a lot because they managed to help me a lot. And till today, man, I'm still using the same style of trading, that I learned from the FS codes and the 7 I'm still using that style. And I would say it is still working. It is still a concept that is still working till today. Even though I see a lot of strategies, like there are people who trade SMCs, who trade ICTs, who trade, like there are a lot of there are different types of strategies out there in the internet. You just have to choose your strategy and then you implement it according to the way you are taught. And then you just have to like keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. And I would say all those strategies out there, they are working. You just have to push. You just have to push. You just have to learn. If you wanna be an SMC trader, learn that SMC. If you wanna be an ICT trader, go on, do it. If you wanna be whatever strategy that you wanna use, you can just go on and use the strategy, and then your journey will be as smooth as you like. Don't shortcut your journey, Buffett. Don't shortcut your journey. You just have to go on and learn this thing by yourself. You will overcome losses. One day you will be profitable. You will be profitable. I regard myself as a profitable trader because not only do I make profit, I do take losses, but not only do I make profit, I'm able to overcome a loss. If I lost around $30 today, I'm able to come back with a profit of around $80 to $90, which means overall I am in profit. So I'm still pushing. I'm yet to reach a new level. I'm still aiming for a high level. You could see Bafetu. I've managed to buy myself a screen and all that, you know. But this is to show you Bafetu, like Forex is proof. Forex is there, Bafetu. Forex like yes, part of there, Bafetu. Like I don't know how can I tell you this. This thing works, man. Only if you can put your time and put your energy into this thing, it will work out for you, Bafetu. So without even wasting a lot of time, I don't want this video to take too long, because hey, when I talk about Forex, I will talk a lot about Forex. I like this Forex thing, you know. I'm more into Forex, you know. I've been trading for over 4 years, 2021, 2022, 2023, now it's 2024. I'm going to my 5th year, road to 5th year trading, you know. Yeah, man. So let me cut this video here, if you have learned a thing or two, man, I appreciate it. Don't shortcut your journey. I'm still repeating this because I want you to learn this thing in the right way. Don't shortcut your journey. Don't shortcut your journey. You can buy a course if you can. If you don't have money, go to YouTube. If you don't have money, go to YouTube. There are a lot of educational videos out there in YouTube. You just have to choose one strategy and focus on that strategy for the next coming 6 months or whatever duration time that you want to spend on, but then spend a lot of time using the very same strategy, grasp that strategy, and then you eventually overcome losses. You will be profitable. This is your boy KB, and I am signing out.